I don't know if you're the better half or the parasite, but either way, it works.
All right, looks like we're ready.
Don't worry, Jill. You can have the bottom half.
Oh boy.
I'm in it for his mind.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Does that mean the middle's up for grabs?
Who was that?
Perfect.
That was Sloth.
Nice.
Sloth.
Nicely done, Sloth.
All right, I'm boosting that level, and yeah, we're good. So
I don't know if we're good, but we're here.
Yeah, define good.
Lenny,
God.
would you like to start it?
I suppose I can. All right, guys. What's going on? I posted in the chat last night to bring you guys all here. I want you guys to hear from me, but as of midnight tonight, I am no longer with the botch pit. No, I'm kidding.
You should have let it ride for a minute, man.
I hate being that asshole. No.
Oh.
You want me going?
We actually have the past few weeks. I kind of took point on something, and the guys have been kind of backing me up on it. And mainly that is we're going through a bit of a redesign. One thing that when we started, one thing that I've always hated is our logo. I can't stand the Reaper. To me, it is just a stock image that it doesn't there's no attachment to it for me.
It was a stock image.
I know it was a stock image.
I licensed it and no one commented on it. We've been using this since the beginning.
Well, to be honest, we didn't really know where this would go or if it'd go anywhere. But now that we actually have some traction and we have a nice little following and a good community that is really really cool and likes to hang out. I decided.
Define cool, Lenny. Can we do some quotation marks?
I think they're cool. That's good enough for me.
Especially on Lenny Day.
No, we decided it's not Lenny Day.
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
So a couple weeks ago, I messaged a friend of ours. Her name's Michelle. She is actually a very, very, very talented artist. She actually owns a tattoo shop in the exact location. Sorry, Michelle. Called 1001 Troubles. We've known. Actually, Dyer and I have known her husband Anthony for a number of years, and we've all been really, really good. So I contacted her about designing a logo for us, which she jumped at the opportunity. We got some choices back, but there was.
By the way, it's Warren, Rhode Island.
Thank you, Warren, Rhode Island. So if you guys want, she actually has a podcast she does with one of the gentlemen she runs the tattoo shop with called Inkaholics. Go check them out. Give them some love. They are awesome people, and they do even better work. So go give them some love. But yeah, so about a week ago, she sent back some of the options. She sent them to me, and I shared them with the guys. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
And there was one in particular that all four of us resonated with, and we just instantly fell in love with it. And from there on in, our new logo was born. So, starting with the new, I don't know when the next video is going up. That is on Nick or Dyer. But
I'm doing one tomorrow. I know that, but I don't know if he wants to put it up yet. We'll talk about it.
Oh, I don't care what we do. Either way,
I did many sarcastic comments.
I did my heavy lifting for a while, so I'm gonna slink back into the shadows now. But without further ado, this is gonna be our new logo. There we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Michelle designed this all herself. We just gave her the specifics. We just wanted a Reaper-esque with a hoodie, and that's it. And it was kind of fitting, just because it's clearly a raven skull or a bird skull, which is fitting because of how many Sunny references we make.
So
Um,
many.
but it's also a plague doctor mask, which is even more fitting, seeing as what we're all going through now. So I thought that was like a cool little thing that she did too. So either way, I love this logo. I think it is something that we've been needing for a while because it kind of gives us our own identity rather than a stock image. Um, so no offense, no offense, Nick.
No, none taken. I hated our logo. I
Uh,
wanted it ever since the beginning. We've been talking about it, and Lenny, I'm so happy that he reached out because it's funny because me and Chris always go back and forth about stuff, but Lenny's the one who always like completes tasks.
which is saying nothing because I've never done a video.
We're pretty much. Well, Nick and I were like, we'll do videos, and Lenny's like, I'll do something eventually. And then eventually, it's just all these little things that need to be done, and you're like, fine, and you go sweep it up like a den mother.
It wasn't even that. You guys are just sitting on it. I'm like, you guys are gonna do this. You're like, okay.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna fight you on it. We're like, okay.
expecting
like,
it to be
"Thank you."
like, expecting it to be like the whole other situation that happened. So
Well, the thing is, it was really cool. You're like, yeah, because I know Anthony, and unfortunately, I've never met Michelle, but I heard she's just awesome, and just by
She is.
seeing her work, it's so funny. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna have this tattoo artist design the new logo, and I'm like, perfect.
yes, I just think it represents us so much better. We have some other plans that we're not going to go into too much that we're going to do with the logo. You guys are just going to have to kind of keep an eye on it.
I'll give you guys a little hint. German Scheisser videos. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow, the ear just got sucked out of the room.
Yeah,
That one.
Dyer tends to do that.
The thing I like about this is that birds are dicks. And I
They
feel
are.
like every bird that exists is just a dick. And the thing is like every bird in my mind sounds like Gilbert Godfrey because he's like voiced every single bird. And Jura's not here right now, but Jura has a story where he fought a Seahawk. And so like Jura's literally fought a bird. So like when Lenny's like, hey, here's an option for the logo, and he presented it all to us, the first thing that went through my mind was this bird, and it's a dick, and that's perfect. And the second was, oh wow, this is like a plague doctor. This is like absolutely, like
Topical.
watch pit sensitivity at this at this given time.
We're like, guys, we need to handle this with kid gloves. We can't just go addressing the pandemic. A lot of bad things are happening. And we're like, what if we just put it in front of everybody and just remind them constantly whenever they're checking out our channel about this terrible tragedy. And then here's another terrible tragedy. Us.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of are the terrible tragedy. I was gonna say, if anyone just gives shit about oh my god, that's so insensitive, it's like it's a fucking bird skull. Ugh.
It's a bird. It's a dick.
Shut up, bird.
Shut up, bird.
So wait, Nick, is that the name we're actually going with?
Well, you said you wanted it. You said you had a name, and then you kept going off on it. I was like, that's perfect.
Just do it. Just do it.
alright,
It makes
so-
sense, and you know why.
I know. We actually landed on the name D for this, just because the ungodly amount of "It's Always Sunny" references we made, and the fact that it is a bird. And it's funny too, because I remember sending the rough image to Nick, and immediately got a D Reynolds GIF back within 2 seconds. So it's kind of
D, you bitch.
So yeah, guys, I kind of wanted to. I apologize for the clickbaity post last night. I hate doing it, but I had to get y'all attention somehow. So
Yeah,
no,
I think
no one is leaving the pit. Everyone's still here.
I thought it was hilarious because I know there has to be at least somebody. It's like, oh man, what's going on? End of an era. I wonder if who's changing, who's involved. We're like, nah, we just got a new picture. Here we go, everybody. Ah! We just went. We were like, we've been watching a lot of Watch Mojo lately, and we just want to jump some traffic up. It's quiet,
Well, the thing that was hilarious about it is everyone's like, it's Lenny posting it. It must be bad. Like it was all because it was Lenny doing it. But we wanted to give Lenny credit, because of how an awesome, awesome job he did with it.
Lenny, Nick,
Yeah.
you know what a designated survivor is, right?
Yeah.
You know that whole premise.
Yeah.
Pretty much, it was as if Nick and I were in a plane accident and it fell on Lenny and Jura to keep everything going. That's pretty much what we're like trying to be as dramatic as possible.
God, that's like one of the worst choices you'd ever make. I mean,
Or
Jura,
best.
I have nothing but faith in Jura. But me, on the other hand, oh God.
Who got the logo done, Lenny?
Yeah, the logo. You mean
The
give
thing
me-
that
you
people
put the
see
channel
every
going, I
time
have
they
to
look at our
read the book?
videos.
I have to read books now? Hell no.
You're paid to lead. You're not paid to read.
Thank you. I agree. Great
The thing about Lenny is he's
Thank you.
always like this. He's always like, no, I don't contribute anything. He contributes like the most important thing. He does this all the time.
Yeah.
Eh.
I think that's pretty. Isn't that what when I was talking to you, Lenny, today? Isn't that pretty much exactly what I said too?
Yeah. And
We all treasure you. We treasure you, Lenny. And even though it's not Lenny Day officially, in my
No,
heart, every day is Lenny Day.
Today's Operation D-Day.
Operation D-Day.
In the alley.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Seriously, Lenny, thank you for doing that. Like, joking aside, it looks awesome. Michelle did great work, and we would never have seen it if it wasn't you that got moving.
I'd do it. But in all honesty, definitely go give the guys over at 1001 Tattoos some love. They're awesome. They are also tabletoppers. They are incredible people. And Michelle was nice enough to take this on. So thank you 1,000 times over, Michelle. We cannot be happier with this logo. So
Thank you.
So yeah, that's pretty much about what we got, like all the big news and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah.
How are you two holding up? Actually, how's everyone holding up?
Oh, Dyer just dipped out for a second, so I'll take over. And now he's back. I called you out.
Dyer's like, I gotta share my feelings. Fuck this shit.
What happened? No, I got disconnected. I'm back. Who mocked me? And how many times?
Your shitty Wi-Fi is shit.
I'm not on Wi-Fi.
Your shitty data is shit.
I don't appreciate
Dyer, why don't you go
attitude.
first? Why don't you go first?
For what?
I'll say
For what?
he asked me
I got disconnected.
what you've been up to in this pandemic.
And how are you handling it?
All right. So I am both fortunate and unfortunate enough to still be one of the people that is working. I work at a hospital, so I've been working a good amount, and it's okay. I have my days where I'm handling it well, and I have days where I'm burnt out and exhausted. But typically, I'm okay, just getting by. That's it. But I appreciate the question. But the important question is, Nick, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Well, I'll say the story because I'm gonna tell you all a little bit of story of what's been going on in my life.
Oh boy.
So, and it's funny and not funny, and it's only funny because it's dark humor.
It's actually, if you know the situation, it's really funny.
Oh
'Cause
wait, Nick, that thing?
What with my family?
Yeah.
That thing?
Oh
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this. So,
Love
just
it.
so everyone knows, like it just what's been going on, because we try to post every day and we try to do everything every day, but there's some days where we don't do stuff. There's reasons.
Yeah.
So let me I'll tell you guys all a story about what happened a few weeks ago. I think now it's on week 3 since it's all subsided, I think. So anyways, I at my house, I'm teaching from home now because I do a lot of a private institution. I work for this this school, and the thing is I'm trying not to say names, but what's happening is that we've changed the entire model from in-person lessons to online lessons. So I've been teaching downstairs in my basement. Half the basement I've set up to be like a huge studio, and the other half is my brother Tony's room. And then I live upstairs, and my parents live there, and so does my brother JMO. So all this is super important, because the thing is so I've been teaching in Tony's room every day for like since all this came out. So I've currently done about 10 weeks of lessons in that room and that setup. So what happened is one day Tony felt terrible, to the point where like he couldn't get out of bed. And he was like, having incredible like back pains. He like literally couldn't get up. And I was like helping him out, just making sure he was okay. And he's like, it was funny. Like I remember specifically being like, "Hey Tony, do you know anything about the Resident Evil lore?" And he's like, "Nick, shut up. I hate you." And the thing about my two brothers is they're both linebackers. They're both a lot bigger than me. And I'm actually like, even though I'm the oldest one of the three, I'm definitely not the strongest. So anyways, what happens is that Tony feels bad, and then like about like a few days later, he came running up the stairs. Like he was like, guys, I have some news. And by this time, my other brother JMO, who JMO, he to me, and he went to the tens to avoid getting any type of illness. Like he like stockpiled food, he stockpiled supplies. He went to the tens. Like JMO is like the ultimate like survivalist when it comes to this stuff. And so like he's taken every precaution ever. And my brother Tony, he works at a nursing home. He works at two of them. And JMO right now works at Big Y, and he's also going to school at the same time. So what happened was Tony came running up the stairs, and he's like, Nick, Jay, and we go, "What is it, Tony?" And he goes, "I tested positive for coronavirus." And the look on JMO's face, because he was already feeling sick, just went from looking normal to the biggest disappointment I've ever seen. Because the thing is like, Tony's working at a nursing home, and that's what he says. Like, I got it from the nursing home. But the thing about Tony is he also went to McDonald's all the time and would go out and get takeout and come in eating it. So he's like, yeah, no, that's where it came from. It had to come from the nursing home. And I'm like, Tony, you're sitting down there. I see it. I'm teaching in that room with you're eating McDonald's. So regardless, then JMO started to get worse. So both Tony and JMO both had coronavirus. And I'm sitting here, and I'm trying to work on, work stuff as well as this. And I'm also teaching in the same room where, he was living with the coronavirus. That's where all my equipment was. So for like a few days, I was like freaking out. I was like, am I gonna get hit? Am I gonna get hit? Rightfully so. And the funniest thing about all of it is while I'm going down, I'm like starting to freak out. Jura came in, and Jura was like, Nick, you will not get sick. I have blessed you. And I'm like, what? He's like, I bless you, Nick. You guys remember that? He said it in the chat. Like we were talking back and forth. And he's like, I bless you, Nick. And I'm like, Jura, thank you. Funny enough, I didn't get sick. So like, and neither did my parents. So we were just like, how, so we were asymptomatic carriers. But yeah, no, like it hit my house hard. So like, we're doing our best to, now it's all over. Now it's all good. And now everyone has a reinvigorated sense of life. It's so funny. Like Tony's actually started to eat better. Like his life has taken a turn for the better. JMO has started to exercise more and stuff. It's terrifying and scary, but like this stuff,
it's textbook Darwinism.
I have superior genes. That's what it comes down to.
Oh god.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh shit, I didn't even think of that. He's gonna be like, I beat Corona because I'm me.
As if his ego wasn't big enough. He feels like friggin' viruses bow down to him now. He's like Oswald goddamn Spencer in the Resident Evil series. But with a
CB
wig.
said you should be studying.
I stared it down in the face and was like, "Not today." Jura blessed me.
Yes, eugenics. Thank you, Sloth.
That says more about you than it does about you.
But no, so that's what I've been kind of going through outside of botch pit stuff and other stuff. But
Yeah, when you told us, we were a little worried about you. We're like, oh boy.
A little?
We were actually pretty worried. I'm like, oh no, my friend's sick. Dyer's like, shit, I gotta find a new sound guy.
Yeah, dude. That's only going to fight for his rate.
And meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm like, let me figure out how to make the Discord recordings happen as life is exploding around me.
Meanwhile, he's like, oh, Halo 2's out.
Oh, I've been playing so much Halo 2.
I know you
it's
have.
terrible. You see me all the time on it?
Pretty much.
Oh, I get so aggravated. Like, so I've been playing Halo 2 for forever. It's the only game that like I will always go back to as like a guilty pleasure. But I get so aggravated at the maps they pick. I saw what you posted.
Is Blood Gulch still in there?
Is what?
Was it Blood Gulch?
They don't pick it. They always pick Midship or Gemini, the two worst maps ever.
Well, then clearly their parents didn't love them.
Seriously. I need Turf and Lockdown. That's what I need. Oh, man.
Blood Gulch is where you went in a boy and came out a man.
It's true.
It is true. It's true. That the giant weird mountain level in Halo 2.
That isn't that Blood Gulch.
No, Blood Gulch is the one with the two different
Two bases on opposite ends.
Yeah, but it's green. It's like in a grassy field. I'm talking about the one that's got the two ice patches.
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking.
And it's a huge up top and down below one.
Yep.
Oh, what's that? What's that thing? Now I'm gonna get aggravated. It's gonna come to me in 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's not nice, Dyer.
I meant size, not appearance.
I mean, I never noticed.
It's all
I never
actually.
noticed it actually
Lenny.
had a beard. What?
All I'm gonna say is, if you take a look at it, it's all pretty accurate.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Especially the middle bit there where it just kind of hangs.
Oh, nice.
I have no comment to make.
I bet you don't.
Not while being recorded.
Good boy. You're learning.
Oh, I'm trying. You gotta grow, you know? Yeah, that's Blood Gulch. For
Yeah,
sure.
there we go. That is the only map you'd ever need.
For Halo 1, for sure.
True.
2 is pretty good. 2's version was
You know what? Wizard bothers me. I hate Wizard, or whatever they call it in every single one from there. Wizard's
Is that the
original
teleporting
name of it.
one?
There are two teleports on either side, but the thing is, it's the one with the centerpiece and the 4 sub bases, and it's terrible because everyone memorizes the spawns. And oh god, I could talk about Halo 2 for like, I could literally make the entire State of the Pit about Halo 2. Like, you don't understand how much time went into that. You know who I would play it all the time with?
Eric.
Me and
I know.
Eric
Yep, I remember.
played as elites.
Do you want to
and
know
we
why
went
I
in-
remember? Because every time I tried playing either of you, you would both just destroy me. And I'm not bad. Like, I'm solid at Halo. But I'm playing you guys, and it's just like, I felt like Mia Khalifa, just getting wrecked. It was a bad day.
Me and Eric would go
You're
around.
laughing because you know who that is.
Yeah, I do. Chris, it's quarantine. I know who everyone is. They have to meet a certain forehead requirement, Chris. We all know this.
This dude carries around a fucking ruler and just measures from eyebrow to widow's peak.
I think it's Sloth even laugh.
Oh, God.
Oh, Nick, I love the fact
Okay,
that you have no shame.
I think we need to
4
talk about the
fingers
fact
minimum.
that Jorah thought that we were gonna like have a list of topics and in order we were going to discuss them. I think we've been in this for about half an hour. We're already on to foreheads and Mia Khalifa. There was no structure. There never is.
Talk
Not for State of the Pit.
Nope, especially 15-minute State of the Pits.
15 minutes in and out. 15 minutes State of the
15
Pit.
minutes.
15
They're
minutes in
saying
and
15
out.
minutes.
15
Sorry, good past
minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah, only 15 minutes. 15 minutes in and out.
That's been my whole quarantine.
Man,
Christ, Nick.
that shit must be chafing. I'm just saying.
Have you ever heard of micro tears?
Comes
So my
back stronger.
Nick, your penis is just one
only
big
in
callus
one
at this
hand.
point.
No, the thing is like, I have a story about a friend, and you guys
Wait,
know.
wait, hold on.
Oh,
Wait, that's a
Fred.
terrible segue.
Yeah.
That is a terrible segue.
He got micro teared. It's a thing. That's not a joke. He literally jacked off so much he micro tore his penis.
Who did?
One of my friends. You know who it is.
Do I really?
You do.
I have so many people I could guess, but I can't even do that right now.
And
You can't.
I know one of them.
Nick,
Yeah, I know I am. I already estimated that.
I'll just be like, who
can we
tore?
It's an actual thing, and it's terrifying.
Was it like a beanbag landing on a staple or something?
He went to the hospital.
Oh no.
That
Like,
must be
this is
fun to
an actual thing.
explain.
And in the West, dude.
It's like he's gonna get like a Mormon nurse. And she's gonna be, what happened? He's gonna be like, quarantine? That's it.
It was 15 times in a day. That's what did it.
I personally believe that the penis was probably just fragile because we were all 15 at one point. And I can't. I'm just
One
saying.
But anyways,
Oh God, if you're
branding of the
14 right
podcast.
now, get out of this chat. Branding, 15 minutes in and out, branding.
Branding. Back to branding.
Yeah, I mean that conversation right there ties branding up in a nice neat bow.
Just a little American legit just put in the chat, just fragile with like 4 question marks.
Wait. Is that what Trent Reznor meant when he made that album?
I mean, he was coming off heroin, dude. You gotta replace one addiction with another. That's how it works.
Addiction. Because the word dick is in it. Never mind. I'm
This is why we're friends, Lenny, because I'm not the other one that can suck the air right out of the room shamelessly and be like, well, fuck it, next
oh,
joke.
shit. What were we talking? What were we talking about today? That you're like, you know what, Lenny? It's creepy. It's creepy how much you are in my head.
Oh, we were saying that we should have like a Nick Day,
That's
a
right.
Lenny Day.
That's right. Oh, do we want to tell Nick about that now?
Go ahead. You can do it.
Tell me about it.
It's D-Day, baby. You get the spotlight.
D-Day. It's D-Day today.
So Nick, you know how you guys were going on about Lenny Day and stuff like that, and how Dyer was saying we should really like save those days for when we can, meet in person again. And I go, you know what? I agree. Because for Nick Day, you know what we got to do? And he goes, I think I do, but what? And I go, we gotta get Jill back for a one-off, maybe have her dress like a guy, and the rest of us just come in with dresses and wigs, and it'll just be Nick Day, and we'll all get double G's.
Yeah, double G's is like the cornerstone of Nick Day.
I'm on board
And
for it.
the beauty,
Completely silent the entire time. I love
I
it.
think the real beauty is it was exactly like word for word what I was going to say. So I got news for you, Nick. You are gonna have a Nick Day at some point, and dude, you better bust out the bust. All I'm saying.
Oh, trust me, I'll wear my drag wig. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
I'll buy it.
The clan. Live dangerously.
Live dangerously.
Live
Yeah,
dangerously.
Yeah, good
I
thing
even
you-
said, I'm not sure. Lenny, did you hear about this? In terms of like, say if we had to like market T-shirts, and we have to market female T-shirts. Did Chris tell you about this?
I don't think I
About this
did.
idea?
I don't think I did.
I'm scared.
I
but
volunteered
now-
for something.
You will
Oh,
be scared
no.
and not surprised at the same time.
It's like,
Does that mean if we end up busting out like a botch pit lingerie line, he's gonna be on board with modeling that too?
both
Nick, go
male and
ahead.
female.
Explain.
I was like, Chris, like we have an odd number of like girls to guys that would model this stuff for us. And he's like, yes, Nick. I'm like, well, like, say if we got, male t-shirts with the logo and like female t-shirts with the logo, it's going to be uneven. He's like, where are you going with this, Nick? And I'm like, Chris, I volunteer to go.
That is not
I don't
what you
even need to
said,
go-
Nick. No, hold up.
I'm keeping
It
it
didn't go
PG.
anything like this.
No,
He was in
Nick,
chat.
hang on, time out,
Branding.
hang on,
Branding.
time out.
Branding.
No, shut up, time out. We just went on for 5 minutes about how your friend almost ripped up his dick, and now you want to keep it PG.
We
Branding, Lenny. Branding.
Forced you. It got real. And we got to bring it back up.
We blew past PG back when quarantine came up in general. No, Nick, you in the
Yeah.
chat were like, if there's women's clothes, I'm modeling them. Don't act like it was like you were questioning it. And
It's
I
so true.
called
That's
you,
exactly what I said.
and I called you, and you're just like, yeah. I'm like, you're absolutely. I was like, Nick, you're absolutely serious. Like, oh yeah, you know what's happening. It's absolutely happening. So I need to point out that to any of the people that listen to the Botch Pit, you go to the other channels, they'll get people like, Dawkins or Rose Bailey and these people, and we get second-rate Dollar Tree Frankenfurter.
Listen,
Great
Listen.
value Frankenfurter.
no, it's not great value. It's the best value.
Nice.
You know what the worst part is? Just when I thought all three of us couldn't be any more insane, this shit happens, and I think we've lost even more of what we didn't know we had of sanity left.
Or like,
Oh,
Always
I've
Sunny,
gone.
like
I've
you
gone off
say.
the end. Oh, I've done a lot of things I didn't think I was capable of.
Mm,
You don't want to know how
Uh,
many microphones he's using right now or where they are.
how many pop filters he's gone through?
How many foreheads he's printed and pasted on his walls.
Oh,
Or photoshopped onto people. Oh man.
we did a Zoom call the other day, and like, they all like thought I was going to, put foreheads as my background.
Yep. Totally.
Like,
did.
it was like-
No, he had a green screen, Lenny. The dude busted out the Zoom call and he had a fucking green screen. And he put a
mean-
jungle behind him.
Because I'm
That's
the
it?
queen.
And he's like, it's the hedge. I'm like, you look like John Voight from Congo. Or Anaconda, sorry.
I'm Jumanji. I'm Robin Williams, but from Birdcage.
I'd say
No,
you're approaching Nathan Lane territory, my friend.
I just never noticed John Wayne walk like that.
Oh god, I love that movie.
I've
It's so
seen that
good.
movie way too many times.
It's
And
such a
notice
good
we
movie.
bought birds back into the branding.
Oh my god,
It all
we're back to the
circles
birds.
around. Circles and patterns.
Circles and patterns. Oh god, help us. And thank you
Yeah,
all for actually listening to this, by the way. Why? But
Yeah,
thank you.
You know what the best part is? This is literally just our day-to-day conversations. Why people
Yes.
listen to this is on me.
So like, but
Don't
that-
keep
this is also
saying it,
another
Lenny.
thing.
Branding.
Branding. Like
There you go.
like both Chris and like Lenny have been saying is that, we take a different approach. I get me putting on corporate hat, Nick. To how we approach our stuff, the way we're branded, the way we have, the terminology, the colors, everything. It's important to brand stuff.
Or else you'll never keep track of the cows.
For the
But-
cows.
What was that, Sloth?
I'm here. Who's here?
I said for the cows.
Oh, that looks painful.
Oh no.
For some reason, every time I see or hear someone got branded, all I can think of is Ryan Dunn branding a penis on Bam's ass and Jackass #2.
I love it.
Shit, I might go watch those movies.
What movie?
Jackass movies.
Oh man, I get sad though. I always get sad now. I start off laughing, then I get sad, then I laugh again. And then when it's over, I get sad again. It's a roller coaster of emotion.
That just sounds like your day-to-day life.
If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go start my car in the garage.
I mean,
You see-
Why, Chris?
I was gonna say what garage?
That's true. I forgot. I forgot his house. What it looked like.
Oh, that's funny. Did we all just go quiet or did I lose the call again?
No, you're good.
No. I'm just checking my list of stuff I sent that I wanted to cover in the chat. That's not going to get covered.
List of foreheads I
Uh,
want to look at tonight. This one's
list
Nicolas
of-
Cage. This one's Will Ferrell. Colin Farrell. Jackie Chan. I want to spice it up a little bit.
I was watching a lot
cool.
of Jackie Chan
Enrique
videos the other day.
Iglesias. What's that?
I've been watching a lot of Jackie Chan videos too.
I was
love
kidding.
Jackie Chan.
How
Yeah, I've
much?
seen before.
What was that, Sloth?
I was gonna talk about a forehead, but we changed topics. So I
Go
Sloth,
right
I
back
will
to it. We do
welcome-
that all the
I
time.
will welcome your forehead,
was gonna
Sloth.
say I've seen
Uh,
forehead.
You better be close. If he's welcoming that forehead, you should probably keep at least a good. Instead of that 6 feet, you should probably keep it a good 18. I'm
So
pretty
in
sure
my-
it goes, if I remember the science, 200 miles per hour, but I don't know.
So here on my list, the next order of business is the monthly attack on everyone. So who's getting the hate today?
People who
Print
don't
on
appreciate
demand
foreheads.
sucks.
Oh.
Print on demand is terrible. Buy premium editions, buy PDFs, or else fucking deal with it. Don't read the book.
Oh
There
my
you
God,
go,
I hate
Nick.
print
Did
on
I hit my
demand.
quota?
Yeah, you hit the
No.
quota.
No,
No,
you're,
but-
you're down.
You
Let's
gotta get
go.
those numbers up. You gotta get those numbers up. It's rookie numbers.
Let's talk about print on demand. Why do you hate them, Chris? Because I feel like a lot of the times we say that you hate them, but I don't think it's ever been on recording as to why you hate print on demands.
Is this really where we're going, Nick? You really want me to go down this rabbit hole? That's what we're heading to?
I'd like you
Let's get
to
mad.
express your opinions.
You want to hear? Okay, you got it. I know
I
what
just
you're
wanna
doing. I just want to make it very clear.
Sloth is
you
measuring
don't-
foreheads.
If you don't mind,
This is
I
why
think Nick needs to pause the chat for like 5 minutes. 17.
Guys, I gotta go to the hospital.
I'll see Chris there. Chris, it happened again.
Again? Nick, I'm at a children's hospital. You're like, they've deemed me unfit for an adult.
I was watching Splatoon.
They said I did this the equivalent of a 14-year-old.
God. Oh,
All right. Okay. So allow me to put a little setting here. For Lenny and Nick, just so you know, I'm downstairs. I'm in the basement. And I'm sitting on the couch beside my bookcase. Now, I would like to point out to anybody who hasn't seen it, I know I shared it at one point, I'm pretty proud of my collection. It's nice. It brings me joy, and I live a hollow existence, so I fill the void with that. And as you go through Chronicles and World of Darkness hardcovers and all that stuff, they are one thing. They are consistent. They've always been the same size. Even if you go to Pathfinder or Cult or any of those, they all follow the same size for their stock premium books. So when I went back to role playing after my sabbatical, when we actually all got together and started playing before we became the Pit, I bought a couple of books online because I didn't have any of the new books, and I heard there were second editions and all that sort of crap. And when you get the print-on-demand books, the issue is this. What they do is they take a basic stock paper, they take 3 pieces of cardboard, they take some crappy glue or epoxy, they slather the glue on the back of a printed out vinyl sheet. I believe it's vinyl. Nick, you can correct me on that if I'm wrong. They then lay it flat, so you have 2 squarish, 2 standard sized rectangles, and then 1 more narrow rectangle that will serve as the binding. Then they slap that stock paper that ream, I guess you could say it's a ream at that point, right on the binding. They take the books, they put 2 more white pieces of paper, they slap the cardboard with the vinyl on it, and they sell that to you for $60. And you typically have to wait 2 weeks, or I'm sorry, you have to wait. Nick, what's the longest you've had to wait for print on demand?
I'm not gonna.
I've had to
count
wait a while.
I'm not gonna count the recent ones that I got just because of the quarantine and everything.
Of
But
course, yeah.
I think I've waited like upwards of 3 weeks for some of them. Now I remember there was this whole set I got like that came damaged. There was like 3 or 4 books that just were destroyed. They thankfully like refunded me for the full credit, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
that happened.
And on top of that, for some random reason, they've gone against any sort of practical, measure of what every single other role-playing game book has ever been, ever. And they made them taller. They made the paper thicker. You have issues with over and under saturation. Is that the correct term, Nick?
Hey,
On the
hey, Dyer,
yes?
I'm gonna cut you off real quick.
Okay,
I just saw something very important that I need to share with the chat.
please.
Devo is actually selling
The face shields.
the dome face shields. That is just A+ branding.
When you've got a cold and you must whip it.
That was terrible.
When the virus comes along, you must whip it.
Just keep ranting about books.
I don't remember any of the other words of the song. I just knows a lot of whip it. And I like Devo.
shows.
Well, anyways, it's a subpar product for a gross overprice that does not go with your collection whatsoever. The PDFs are perfectly fine if you don't mind PDFs. It's not the writer's work that's the problem. The writers do excellent work. In fact, I've seen very few books come through print on demand or drive through or Storyteller's Vault where the actual, the writers did a piss poor job. In fact, we have quite a few writers that, we talk to here and there, and they do stellar work. It's not a matter of that. The issue is 100% the physical product that they are selling, the price point they're selling at, and how they get it to you. There we go.
I think the part that annoys me is that it's a half-inch higher.
Yep,
than everything
that's what I mean.
else.
The size does not fit. It doesn't go with the rest.
Yeah. Like, if
Nick,
guys
you know
have
what we
ever
should
seen
do?
them- What?
Nick, we should do an
Yeah.
actual video where we find out how much it costs to really make one of those books. Right? We could do the math. We could do it by how much.
What was
What's
that, Sloth?
Be like the BLT guy. He spent like $4,000 making a BLT.
I know what you're talking about. I'm willing to believe that these books cost no more than $25 to make. Would be my guess.
It all
And
depends
charging-
on it is a lot of factors, but yeah, no, you can definitely figure it out.
And $60 seems gross. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't approve of it. I feel like it's a very high markup. I feel it just bothers me. And again, nothing to do with the work inside. Please buy your books. Like pretty much every Kickstarter that has come out since I got back into role playing through Chronicles of Darkness, I've gone for. Just about. Even the Contagion Chronicle, I support all of that, but those will be the premium editions. They are a real product. If you were to go and buy Geist right now, if you were to go and buy Changing the Lost right now, second edition for both of them, you can even find Demon, Mummy. You can find the Prestige editions. They call them Prestige, but what that really is the basic version.
They use a slightly less shitty glue.
No. Their premium editions they're solid. I don't have a lot of
Yeah.
complaints. Their premium
Yeah, the
editions
premium
are good.
editions are good.
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't have a problem with their books or their products when they do it the right way. I have an issue with print on demand from mainstream books, not independent guys. When you're independent, you got to do it how you can do it. And paying the money to press a bunch of books at once when you're an independent guy, it's expensive, very expensive. So I get that. That makes sense to me. If you are a lucrative, fairly successful company, you hit a certain point where you don't need print on demand anymore. You can sell the right thing. And you really kind of don't need Kickstarters either, but that's a whole other conversation for another time. Oh shit! I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to speak my mind that much on one. Now
People
that
learn
means
at the
next-
police.
that means the next state of the pit, I'm gonna have to reach higher for my piss people off quota.
I think that fit the quota this time.
Sorry, I don't know how
What
I
about
feel about
the
it.
next thing I have on the agenda is Patreon hate. I'm not sure if that's just me just ranting at that point or if that was really on the agenda to begin with.
I may play devil's advocate on that because I've seen quite a few situations where Patreon makes sense, and I'm cool with it. And only a few occasions that I know for a fact have kind of been problematic when it comes to Patreon.
What do you not like about Patreon? Let's talk about the dark side of
Why
Patreon.
are you constantly dragging me out from under my rock for me to come and spit vitriol at people just so you can
Because-
sit back and play with foreheads while I do it?
Because the thing is I enjoy it.
It's the only way I get
Because-
off there more, Chris. Nothing else
Because
gets me stimulated.
Our branding is against the grain, Chris.
Okay. Fine. Why not?
And you're the
I wanna
voice of reason. I'm just the regular voice that's insane all the time. But when the voice of reason says it,
I feel like I'm gonna burn all our contacts in this one state of the pit. Thank God
good,
they don't
let
get-
them burn.
All right, fine. Okay. So Patreon is good if you know, for people like us that work and do this and kind of have the whole YouTube channel thing, I guess on the it's not our primary thing. We all have jobs and careers. It would be nice to not have to take extra shifts and extra work to make money that you need so you could do, it would be nice to get kicked back a little for your art so you could put more into your art. You know what I mean? Like our first YouTube payment that we got is going to Lenny for buying the logo. That's not going to any of us. It was part of what we did for the channel, right? That makes sense.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that after. We'll talk about that
Oh
later.
God. All right. Well, the plan is to give him that money for stuff there. So
I already gave him money. Just kidding.
I don't like any of you. But I like
Right.
you less, Nick.
Okay.
Does that mean
But
I'm winning?
anyway, you're constantly winning. It's D-Day, Lenny. You're always winning.
Yeah, Lenny
Okay.
wins today.
Lenny wins today, period. Okay. So fine, fuck it. If you're making a Patreon just to get money before you're even making crap, that's not cool. That's just taking advantage and hoping that you can become successful so you'll get money. Now, if you've already got people that are paying attention to you and now, people want more of what you do and you need to take more time to do it, that's okay. You're getting supported for your art at that point. It's allowing you to do that. Now you don't have to take that extra shift at work because you have that money coming in. So now you can put more effort into your work for the channel and stuff like that. I like you even less. I don't even which one of us Just a Little is attacking right now. It could be any of us.
Probably
Probably
all
me.
of us.
Probably me. It turns out she works for or Just a Little works for like drive-through RPG. Like
Oh, no. We get set on fire to these bridges today.
yeah. Okay, Ethan, yes. Like Ethan, what Ethan just said in the chat is a question of ethics. That makes sense. That is it. It comes down to ethics, morality,
Mhm.
whatever. And here's the best part. Are you giving back enough to the people that are supporting you? Are you giving them something? What are they getting out of it? And I've said this before. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but screw it. This way we can get a Chris Hates on People compilation done in one recording.
I'll join in. I'm waiting. Like
I
that
know you are.
JoJo's meme. It's that JoJo's meme where you're kicking him down. I'm just waiting, drinking coffee.
I got sidetracked. You see, now I completely lost it. Morality, ethics. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Are you getting something for what you're giving to us? If that's the case, there's no problem with that. I support that. Are they giving you extra recordings you can't get unless you're on there? Okay, as long as they're not taking away the stuff they've regularly been doing, that is absolutely fine. It's more of a transactional operation at that point. You're giving something, but you're getting something. And getting to see a video a couple of hours or a day before anybody else or a week before anybody else just because you're kicking money, that's not a benefit because you're going to be able to see that shit anyway. That's just going, oh, good puppy, give me money. That's what that is. So those are my issues with Patreon. The problem with Patreon is it's easily exploited. And if you're not exploiting it and you're using it in a way where fans are supporting you and you're giving them something, that is great. Patreon is functioning the way that a business entity in that capacity should function. Awesome. Done. If you're making your Patreon before you're making content, you've made it clear what your priority is. And it's not the content. So there we go. That's it.
We're all waiting for more, Chris.
I know. I'm trying. I mean, I don't want to. Nick, you
think-
know the things I'm mad about. If you want to push me in a direction, go ahead. I mean, fuck it. I'm in the mood. I don't care. I'm tired.
I know.
I'm exhausted.
I think I think the thing that bothers me a lot of it is a lot of the stuff is just free stuff that they're putting under a guise. I don't know. For me, like for example, like what I like doing, I think my favorite thing about the Botch Pit is the community we're creating. You know, like what we have in this Discord right now. Like it's just not us three talking and we're not communicating with people.
We don't
it's
charge you to
Discord.
get on our Discord like a money-hungry, greedy fucking vulture. Hey, come
feel
pay
like-
to talk to us. Yeah, okay.
And I feel like everyone does. And that's just terrible. That's just like the worst thing you can ever do as a brand.
Branding.
Branding.
That's gonna be every time you do something like that, I'm just gonna go branding.
Well, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, like, so like I don't understand why that's a thing. Why are people paying for that? Like to me, like it just doesn't make sense as a it's like, here, come talk to me, pay money. It's like, no.
Or, hey, this video that's going up in a week, you can come watch this. Here you go. That's shitty too.
I know. I just don't
So-
agree with it. I think that really
Can I-
bothers me because I love our community. That's probably my favorite part about all this is everyone that's just here right now.
Branding. How do you like that? Just a little American. Can I reply to Sloth?
What's up?
Yeah.
Hey, in the chat, would you mind saying to me what you just put in the chat? Because in case someone's listening to it.
I said, but then the giving part becomes a hassle because it's like one is like enough, and you always have to worry kind of about like, are you giving enough back, or is this too much, and should you like then add on to what someone has to pay to get this certain feature type thing?
So in that case, it becomes a little bit of faith in the community. I know it sounds stupid, but the fact of the matter is, if you're paying money for our stuff anyway, you should know us well enough to know that we're trying to get you content regardless. Like, and again, Nick has done more content than I have lately by far, because I've just been living a nightmare existence. I don't know if you guys are aware. Again, I work at a hospital, but I actually, I can say this because I mean it's everywhere. I work at Boston Children's Hospital.
Hey guys,
So-
did you know Dyer works in a hospital?
No, make it clear which one.
In
No.
case he hasn't told you, he works in a hospital. He's
I work at a
apparently
hospital.
essential just because his ego doesn't
Whoa,
need any more
whoa,
fucking stroking.
Whoa. I never said essential. Okay.
Bitch, I don't give a shit. It's fucking D-Day. I'm
I
attacking everyone.
never-
Fuck you. Fuck you.
It's D-Day.
Lenny, I got bad news for you, buddy. If you want to attack people and piss people off, you got to go after a lot more people than that. You got to keep ramping it up. You got to catch up.
I only have one target.
Oh God.
Swiggity swooty, give me that booty.
But again, it comes down to the fact that hopefully the community is not full of dicks. If you want the honest opinion, there's really no other way to. It's almost a matter of faith in your community. There are going to be times where people go, "Why isn't this way? Why isn't this way?" I had someone comment on the vampire video I did like 2 years ago, back when before Nick was Nick hadn't made a video yet. I came downstairs and I made a
That kinda like
vampire
Xan's
video off. Yeah, I made a vampire video off the top of my head, and I made a mistake on the disciplines for Nosferatu. Again, I made this 2 years ago. Out of nowhere yesterday, under the comments, someone's like, "Do a little research next time. It's potence." And I was just like, okay. You're gonna have times you get attacked. It will happen, but we could do everything right, and we get attacked. It doesn't matter.
Well, that's
just how it
vampires.
works.
Vampires are terrible people.
Vampires are terrible people.
Yeah, look, Sloth's already commenting
I don't
on
know
it.
how many times I have to repeat it.
This is why me and Sloth get along so well. It's because we both have a growing hatred of vampires.
And a love for foreheads.
It's an appreciation.
Wait, hang on, Dyer. So
Yo.
you're not for Kickstarter?
Ah, God. Well,
Is
Okay.
is now a bad time to tell you that I was working on a new project for the Botch Pit?
I don't have a problem. Nick, Eleni, I know what you're doing. Like, just so you're aware of this. I'm just
I kind of
It's
started.
D-Day.
I started a Kickstarter for Nick to get his breast implants.
Started an
well,
OnlyFans.
that's different.
Please,
First off-
onlyfans.com, please.
Forehead lover 69.
You can see
Oh my
lewd
God.
photos while he reads you the core rulebook.
Oh, dude, I'm in. Nick, I'm throbbing just talking about
Oh,
it. Please.
Here we go. I'll read the core book rule book. Hello.
You read the core book in that voice, I'll buy it.
It's making everyone mad tonight.
Nick, between us, we can go at everybody.
I really could. I don't.
There's just
to me,
nobody we
like,
can.
as a, I don't know. I might be in the minority here, but I don't ever see like you giving additional content as videos as like a suitable thing. I don't know. That's just me.
I agree.
Maybe it's because of my maybe it's because of my background. Maybe it's because of
Hold
my.
up.
If it's not
Additional
released-
or
if
early?
it's- yeah, I was gonna say additional is a whole other thing. If you're actually releasing it to your Patreon fans and only to
Yeah,
your
no,
Patreon
that's what I
fans,
mean. I mean, like what you were saying in terms of the same video, or like a week ahead, or whatever
crap.
it is.
That's crap.
It's all a joke. It's all a joke, or it's like, I don't know. I have a lot of opinions about this stuff. That
Yeah. And we're in
Yeah.
alignment for most of it.
yeah, like I feel as though like it's so abused. It really is. Everything that I'm a very yeah, I mean, I've said this before, and I've even, I've always tell people in the botch pit stuff. I'm a very self-made person. I am someone who wants to invest in something with my own income.
Narcissist.
No, I don't want someone to pay for something for me. I don't know.
That's
To
what
me, I
something a
feel as though
narcissist would say.
it's also something a businessman would say.
A
I know.
business narcissist.
I'm not here being a venture capitalist looking to invest with Patreon dollars. Like that just is. I don't know. It just bothers me to the core. That's the methodology and route that people often take with this stuff. Invest with only fan dollars.
Nick, before you open up your OnlyFans, you gotta do a nip slip first, though. It's just how it works.
I will. I'll even face mod myself too. So
you would. I know you would.
Yeah, and it looked perfect.
I need to tell everybody here that one of the things that happened before the botch pit even started being something people listen to is Nick would gender swap all of our pictures and send them to us and be like, hey, is this chick hot? And just kind of like just trying to see what we would do, like, which one's hotter, this one or this one? And then it got to a point where, and I'm gonna tell you guys this, even though I don't care if Nick, you get mad at me for it, it's funny.
Oh, you can
There's been
absolutely
peop-
say it. I have no
there's been people that
self-respect
have-
anymore.
There have been people that have like picked on Nick or said something negative about any one of us or even other RPG channels, and he'll gender swap them, and he'd be like, I still wouldn't do it. This one's gross. And then he'll come
I'm
to
an
certain
awful
people and he'll be
person.
like, this one's all right.
No, but I'm always the best one.
You,
I would gender
yeah,
swap
of
myself.
course.
Yeah,
Nick,
I am.
you are a hot chick. I will say this. You're a hot
I
chick.
am. I am. There's a reason why I go by the queen bitch.
I don't want to feed into your ego or anything, but you're a hot chick.
I know I am.
Hey, Nick.
I have incredible genes. Yes.
So, for those of you, this is completely off topic. This happened to me this morning. For those of you that have a Google Pixel, one thing it tries to do, it can break up your photos according to person and like have its own personal album for each person. I have one picture of Nick from Jacksonville, and it was right when we got to the Airbnb. Nick, you know the one. You look all just exhausted and disheveled, and you're like, "Oh my god, kill me."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I saved a picture of Robert Smith that I meant to send to Dyer earlier. Not only did it ask me, "Is this the same person?" It also did the same for Mac.
That's amazing.
So there you go.
I think
Alright.
in Always Sunny, like who would I be? Who would I be in Always Sunny?
Dennis.
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 work it.
Not even a doubt in my mind.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
And Lenny, you are absolutely Charlie.
Yes. I am the Rat King.
You are the rat.
Does that mean you're Mac?
I think it does, and that raises questions.
Yeah, it does.
And Jura is absolutely Frank.
Bye, just a little.
Bye.
Oh, Jura's Frank
Bye.
without a doubt in my mind.
That's
Bye,
amazing.
It's good shit. You know who I'd rather be? I think I might rather just be Cricket or the lawyer.
Sloth's
I would
cricket.
love. Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Sloth, you're definitely Cricket.
Sloth is our cricket.
Yep, that's a fact. Hey, Sloth.
True. What's up?
Shut up, Cricket.
Oh,
Oh, I just wanted an excuse to say it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
What's your favorite
Lenny.
cricket moment, Sloth?
I haven't watched the show, dude.
Sloth! What are you doing
What?
to me, man?
What a Cricket thing to do.
I'm pretty sure I've said this every time you guys mentioned I was cricket.
I think
That's the
They're
most
trying to-
always funny thing ever.
It really
trying
is.
to shame you into watching it at this point, Sloth.
I'll get
Lenny.
around to it one day.
That's fine. You watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. You get a pass in my book.
Uh-oh.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Dad.
Speaking of which, Dyer, how's that
Yeah.
coming? Have you started
Dude.
it yet?
No, I did watch the newest episode. Yes, Sloth, perfect. No, but I did watch the newest episode of What We Do in the Shadows, as you know.
I do, but that's not the question.
It's a far better show than Avatar for sure.
What? No.
What?
You can't say Sloth. You're not allowed.
That's
You
exactly
don't
the reaction
understand?
I wanted.
You just got everyone mad. That made
Excuse me,
everyone
what did
mad.
I miss? I just
It's-
heard Avatar is not as good as something else.
What We Do in the Shadows. That's what Dyer said. Dyer said
Yep.
What We Do in the Shadows is better than Avatar.
It is better than the live action. I will agree.
Oh, we don't talk
Anything's
about
better than the live action.
that. We don't
And
talk
even
about
I know that.
But yes, Dyer, you need to watch it.
I will. I will.
You are depriving your children of a fantastic show. And yourself.
Okay. I will watch it. I'll watch it based on your recommendation. How's that?
Mm-hmm. Is this gonna be one of those shows that I have to harass you and harass you and harass you until you finally fucking watch it? Like
Hey,
every other show.
name
I
one
told you to
other
watch
show. I was gonna just be like, hey, try to name one other show you did that to me for.
it. Sons of Anarchy, Arrested Development. What else was there?
Yeah, I think actually that might be it. But they were big ones. They're two of my favorite shows.
And I'm pretty sure I harassed you. Actually, no, never mind. I was gonna say I sat Selena down, put on Yo Gabba Gabba, and then that tormented you. Although we did find Romeo.
Yeah, not just that. Like that, it didn't just torment me; it tormented us. But we found like 5 new bands through it,
We really did.
and they're amazing. Chromeo, we found through Yo Gabba Gabba.
Mm-hmm.
I found
Love it.
Romeo through my friend.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, but it's good vampire sloth. It's written by Taika Waititi and one of the dudes from Flight of the Conchords.
Oh,
Was it Jermaine Clement?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's super clever. It's actually very accurate because what I've seen online is most people say when they play vampire, they want it to be like something like Lost Boys or Twilight, and it always turns into this.
Kiefer couldn't make it.
Kiefer couldn't make it.
It's funny though because like that's actually
You need to
In my-
check your connection.
that's exactly how I. Jesus Christ.
I'm still just laughing at that episode now that we're talking about it.
Yeah, right.
Danny
That-
Trejo. Oh.
That is exactly actually how I picture the Camarilla.
Oh, absolutely. Like everybody thinks they're so hardcore, dark, and mysterious, and they're all just corny old men playing in cloaks.
Yep.
All
I don't
right,
think
Lenny.
they're hardcore at all.
We know how you feel about vampire sloth. It's very obvious. You and Nick. I think you actually hate them more than Nick does.
That's impossible.
Nope. Nope.
I'm just a
Because at
bully.
least No, because Nick likes a Zibisi. He does like a couple.
I like 2 clans.
What
Maybe.
clans? What clans?
Sabisi and Malkavian.
God, you're such a cricket. Everybody likes Malkavian.
Everyone does.
Yeah, not if they're annoying. Only the cool
Gangrel's the
ones.
best.
Fucking, you mean generic? I think you
Gangrel
meant to say
could be.
generic.
No, I know what I said.
No, I know what I said.
I'd only
Not
play
my
Gangrel if I really wanted to play off that Twilight vibe and just be like, I'm actually a werewolf.
Oh yeah, but then if you had that, the other vampires would all be Toreador.
Real vampires sparkle.
That's
Requiem had some
Ethan.
good stuff for Gangrel.
Ethan, you're absolutely right, except for the fact that they're traitorous rat bastards who ran away from the Sabbat to survive.
I mean, it's the fucking Sabbat.
They destroyed my favorite clan in V5. But
I was
that's
getting
okay.
rid of all recently.
For that.
I am genuinely kind of a fan of the Followers of Set, except I don't know what they're called now in Chronicles, but they're called.
I do. They are.
They're like the Order
God
or
damn it.
something.
Oh, you talking about in the Chronicles? You mean
Yeah, in
whatever they
Chronicles
changed?
they're called like the Order or something, aren't they? There's something else now.
Is it Order of
Yeah.
Dracul?
No.
No.
No,
It's
no.
like it's so the Followers of Set was like the whole like cult thing, like they're followers of Set, and I think that Chronicles kind of didn't retcon that, but they're like, oh yeah, they're not like that anymore because people kind of caught on to the fact that they were a cult. So now they call
Dude, they're
themselves this
entirely
other thing.
different clans. Like they're not the
Yeah.
same. Some of them are the same. There's whole new clans. Like they're not all based off of all vampire.
Yeah,
Masquerade.
now it's like a religion thing, isn't it? Something like that. I don't know. I don't remember where. I
They're
was.
called
Well,
the Ministry.
In
Ministry.
V5, yeah, they're the ministry. In V5.
I just
Oh,
looked
I
it
was
up.
saying Chronicles, wasn't I? Yeah.
Yes, that's what. That's
Especially
why
my
we were having the
vampire knowledge.
conversation. That's okay. You don't really need to know that much about Requiem anyway. It didn't get good until 2nd edition.
Good.
All right, it's D-Day, Lenny. You can pick one more target if you want.
One more topic, Letty.
Why is Dyer such a cuck?
Because he's into it, obviously. Nick likes foreheads, and I like being a cock.
What a topic.
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
I still have some bridges to burn next State of the Pit.
I
Let
mean,
me
we-
just check real quick. I'm going through the list. My list. There's like 8 other things. Oh, we already did the botch pit during Corona. Moving forward. That's the last topic we have here.
I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. We have a ton of major shit going, like major shit that we can't talk about. So there you go. Enjoy.
Woo!
Yay NDAs. Woo!
Yeah, like legitimately, I'm not trying to be sarcastic and drum up excitement or anything. We actually can't talk about a bunch of the stuff that we're doing. So open up, he says. Sloth, you have a microphone. You can actually talk to us, you know. You're here. You've already talked to us like 10 times.
Sloth likes to antagonize, and I love that about him. He sits in the corner and types it because he knows we'll see it.
I
Yeah,
enjoy you, Sloth.
Branding. I
Branding.
wasn't expecting you to read it out loud.
The
Branding.
strong, the American branding. That's me, Lenny.
I know.
actually-
that's why I put
Yeah, that's why I did it.
That's me
I-
every night. So what it is, it's Buscemi and Billy Madison just crossing off names. That's me
They're
every
putting on
night.
lipstick.
Things have
Yeah,
They're putting
listening
on
to-
lipstick.
Yeah, putting on lipstick, listening to Electric Light Orchestra. Yep, that's me. Then I like put on a wig too. And a
God, that
wedding
movie's so good.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff going forward. I mean, I've like started and stopped a couple guides, but there's just a lot of stuff. And again, just from what's been happening with Corona and stuff, we're gonna keep continuing doing a lot of these talks on the Discord. That's something that I like doing. I like continuing both here as well as the Cryptic Underground. Doing stuff with both of us.
Underground.
Oh yeah, no, that stuff's getting good. And there's the whole, doing these discussions because I feel like I don't know, I enjoy them in this forum. Well, hey, can I just get the not Bosch members, but other people that are in the chat right now. Do you enjoy this? Like, is this something that you like?
Very
Yeah.
much so.
Why do you like it? Could I ask you that?
Honestly,
They're
I
into
like
foreheads too.
getting to see you guys screw around like this.
Lets me stir the pot in person.
It feels a little more real than someone just getting right to the facts.
Thank
Yeah, I
you
like
for
it
that.
when you're talking to people
Yeah.
online for sure.
Yeah,
How many fights have started like that with us?
Oh,
Yeah.
there's one this week. There
There was
was one
one.
2 days ago.
There was. It's on me. It wasn't on
Absolutely
purpose.
was.
The best part is, what was it? Dyer calls me today. He's like, "Yeah, did you see the fight that?" And I'm like, "No,
What?
because you guys don't shut the."
What are we talking about? No, we didn't even have a chat. Actually, you know what's funny is this.
I called you today,
Yeah.
Dingleberry.
No, the fight that we had, the quote unquote fight that we had, was one like a paragraph from me and 2 sentences from me apologizing. It wasn't like our fights are not very dramatic, to be quite honest. They're like one of us is being an asshole. You're being an asshole. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm mad about it right now, but we'll talk later. Let's talk about video games. Okay, like that's that would,
Yeah, like for every punch we throw at everyone, we throw a punch at each other.
oh yeah.
Like no one gets away with anything. So like
No,
that's how we
Everything's
are.
just checks and balances with us. It's
Yeah,
like, we'll
we're-
attack everyone, but we'll attack ourselves.
Yeah, we're even when we like start attacking, certain things. Just if you think that's how we treat other people, that's how we treat each other. That's always something I always try to think about. Like,
Hold on. This
Yeah.
motherfucker called me a totalitarian in his comment back.
That's pretty
And
good.
I was so mad and impressed at his use of the word totalitarian. I was like, I've never been called that. That's a good one.
Yeah, when I get angrier, I get more verbose. That's just
that
something that
possible?
happens. Oh yes, it is.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, whenever Nick and I have had an actual like aggravated discussion, I guarantee that our grammar and our vernacular is on fucking point.
That's because you guys are competing to be the smartest one in this argument.
Struggling to compose our thoughts without going off the rails, but we go off the rails polite.
No, that's exactly what it is. You guys are trying to outsmart each other by using big words.
Chris uses
And then when you guys
Hold on.
and then when you guys piss me off, I do the same with trying to be the loudest.
What'd you say, Nick?
You use semicolons when you try to prove points. You're like,
I use
"But here
semicolons
it
all the
says-"
time.
No, only when you're mad.
No, I will get you sources. I use semicolons all the time.
I'm gonna semicolon
I
you.
haven't seen one.
Man, I'm gonna rupture your semicolons so hard.
So what I'm hearing is y'all have Canadian fights.
What is a Canadian fight? Is there a Urban Dictionary?
It's where you immediately
this?
apologize afterward.
Oh yeah, totally. Or like the Irish drunken bar fight, same thing.
Yeah, there's no actual like, what's a good word for it? There's no enmity behind anything. It's usually just bruised egos.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no reason.
Yeah, there's never been a fight. The longest we've been mad at each other, at least as far as I'm concerned, for me, Lenny, or Nick, has been the longest a span of a night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like,
like 12
today.
hours.
Yeah, we don't fight like there's no inner turmoil. It's legit someone's being a bitch. And someone's gonna check a motherfucker, and then it's okay, they got checked. And either you can admit it and go, all right, yeah, I screwed up, or you can try to explain your way out. But either way, it's not gonna last that much longer. It's just not. That's not how we fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And none of us have fought with Jura yet. And I don't intend to,
We are.
even though it'll probably be me.
We don't fight with Jura.
no.
No, no, like so, like
Sloth is
it
great.
seems like we're going hard on people. Like we go hard on each other too. Like that's just something to consider.
As corny as this is gonna sound, we do believe in standards on certain levels, and personal accountability with being a scumbag or whatever is a huge thing to us. there's not much we can actually say, but the fact is we've never compromised on what we want to do. We've never done anything because someone else wants us to do it. And none of us have done anything that we didn't want to do on some level. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys have standards. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that was a good
Yeah,
point.
we
Sloth.
have standards. They're just very low.
Oh no, our standards are fine. It's our morality that's fucked.
Oh yeah.
Principles.
We have. It's the whole honor amongst thieves thing.
Honor amongst
Yeah.
degenerate.
Here's the thing: if we see the sort of people that are extorting your followers or the people that listen to you, you're a dirtbag. That's yes, Gaz. That it was like that through Messenger. Yes,
It's literally us yelling into our phones, knowing that they'll
and then I was about to say it almost turned to making out immediately.
and touching butts.
Yeah, butt stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's
You
it.
have to subscribe
On that
to the
awkward
OnlyFans
note.
for that.
Butt stuff. Good.
Yep.
Branding.
But was that on the list? Branding. That's gonna be our new slogan: the Botch Pit, because you won't find roleplay butt stuff anywhere else but Craigslist.
I just can't wait till we get into another argument over something so fucking petty, and you should be like, you know what, fuck you, and he's like, you know what, no, branding, and we're like,
Branding.
Branding.
The problem is, if Nick messed up and he got me mad, all he would have to do is say totalitarian, and I'd laugh about it. I'm not good at staying mad at you guys at all.
really hard.
I'm
There
not.
was that one time, but
And even then, how long did I stay mad?
like 12 hours.
12 hours.
Yeah. Oh wow, you both have it marked. Jesus. They were like, "Oh man, he's actually really mad."
I set an alarm. 1, apologize to Chris.
Yeah, but the worst
2,
part is
text
Nick,
biddies.
you, Nick, you legit. I had been looking forward to trying to tear one of you a new asshole in the morning, and I pick up the phone and I was working with and you're just. I'm like, okay, and you're like, can I say one thing first? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. You just went, I'm sorry, I was totally out of line, and I'm just like, fuck, man.
He got cut.
I was like, you just stole it from me. It's like a ruined orgasm. I got nothing to show for it. All right, now I got screwed twice. I got you pretty good though, Lenny. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you pretty good. But again, there was no harm intended by anyone. It was just stupid. There wasn't anything serious. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It's not like Lenny tried to steal my kids and sell them to the black market for their kidneys and eyes or anything. It was just
not yet.
not yet. You better hurry up, dude. They're getting big.
Nah, the twins are good.
Dude, Selena legit ran over Jasmine with her bike today.
I believe that.
It was bad. It was bad.
Branding.
Brandon.
The Botchman has it. Not many other people do. Branding.
I mean, Chris, she's got to catch up to Pup somehow with concussions.
No, it was her arms. Selena ran over her arms and scraped up her legs. It was like
Was she
watching a
okay?
kid's version of Pet Cemetery. No, yeah, she was okay.
Was it out of frustration or was it an accident?
Both. So Selena learned how to ride a bike. Selena learned how to ride a bike yesterday or 2 days ago. And my 5-year-old was sitting in the middle of the driveway. That's right. Sitting in the middle of the driveway, just playing with sand. And Selena's like, Jazzy, move, get out of the way. And I guess Jazzy said, only if Dad tells me to. And Selena responded with,
It's a
that
challenge, bro.
That
Hold
changes
on.
everything. That little shit was asking for it.
hold on. And then Selena responds with, okay, your funeral.
She invited gladiatorial combat. So those are the rules.
And because she learned 2 days ago, we're going to get her a new bike. But right now, the one she's riding just to play around with, the brakes they don't even work. They're non-existent. There's no air in the tires. I think she took it without permission. I didn't even know she had the damn thing until she knew how to ride it. And she barrels down and she goes, Jazzy, move! And she goes to turn. And Jazzy gets up and tries to dive out of the way. But the problem is because they have the coordination of an oxygen deprived newborn duckling, she jumped into the direction Selena was turning,
Oh no.
and that's
Oh,
it. But the
no.
problem is Selena's having trouble understanding that she did anything wrong. I'm like, kid, you ran over your sister. You have to make sure the driveway is clear before you go down. And she's like, well, she didn't move. And I'm like, okay, and she's wrong for that. But her wrong wasn't going to get you hurt. You got her hurt. And that was,
I don't know.
I know.
I've
It's-
seen Selena run. That could have gone either way. She is not the most coordinated child. I love her, but she's
No.
not coordinated.
No, I know.
So she's not entirely wrong.
I know that, but she wouldn't accept any responsibility was the problem.
Well, no shit. She's your kid.
I accept too much responsibility. I take the fall for tons of shit. That's why I still have a job. That's all I got. I'm tired. I can't believe I managed to survive this long in this chat. I thought I was going to pass out in 10 minutes.
Well, I'm glad. I thought it was a good chat. It's a
Me too.
fireside chat. It's a branding chat.
Oh,
Branding.
branding.
We have it. Other people don't. I'm gonna
I got
keep
one for you,
saying
Eat
Lenny.
a Red Lobster.
What?
You tried to get me going on it, and I'll just touch on it real quick. Kickstarter. That's what you were trying to point me towards.
Yeah.
Should we save it for another time? Should we save it for another time?
100% should probably save that one for another time.
Oh, we already, if you guys haven't figured out what's gonna happen after that conversation, I mean, come on.
You're gonna say something off the cuff.
Yeah, it's pretty on the cuff. I mean, when you want to,
I don't think
when you want to, use shitty practice or business practices like that, and just if you ever want to release new content, hey,
When you want to be such a bad person, it's easy to point it out.
yeah.
Hey guys, stop! Don't say these things. Stop. Please stop.
No.
Oh,
No. No, I'm a very self-made man, as I said. I have opinions, but I'm gonna save them for next time. But you can probably tell where I'm going.
I don't think I've ever made my opinion secret. That's kind of shocking, to be quite honest.
We'd be scared if you did.
Yeah, we're honest. That's something.
Nick, you're the best hype man ever.
Thank you. I'm like a groupie.
Hang on. I think all three of us are pretty good hype men in certain conditions because Nick, I can gas you up so fucking quick.
That's true.
It's
That's
not even
really true.
funny.
Yeah.
Nick,
He is.
you can gas Dyer up so goddamn fast because you know what eats at him.
It's that ego thing we both got.
And then, you know what, Nick? No, actually, I'd say both of you do a pretty good job of gassing me up, but it's really not that hard.
I spend more time calming you down than gassing you up, but once in a while.
Nick is the one to definitely incite the anger. You're the one that's like, all right, cool, someone's gonna get hurt. Lanny, chill the fuck out.
Dude, I worry about your blood pressure.
Yeah, I go from
my
0 to
doctor, but
100.
What the fuck do they know?
I'm at a steady, constant 70.
You're just making up numbers.
70
I don't have
70 is
blood
not a
pressure.
made up number.
My blood pressure's
For your
gone.
blood pressure.
70 over what, bro?
It's in his groin. That's the only blood pressure he has anywhere.
No, it's not even there anymore. It's all gone. I got micro-teared.
Oh no.
It all leaked out.
All my blood's gone. That's why I don't like vampires. They can't come near me anymore. I actually removed all my blood so that vampires couldn't come near me. Then I replaced my blood with motor oil.
Some things are worth the sacrifice.
They are.
I got something for this.
Oh god.
Is it Herbie fully reloaded?
No, is it Herbie? What? No. Oh, there it is.
Sorry, Nick started saying motor oil, and I thought about car people.
Lug nuts.
Wait, what is this from? What is this?
I hate to say it. If you
Futurama,
haven't,
isn't it?
no, if you haven't watched the YouTube channel Smosh, where it's those try not to laugh and all improv challenges, they're actually extremely clever. There's certain people that just destroy on it, and yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. That's it.
Oh, I meant the Lugnet thing was from.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the picture.
The picture is from Smosh, and I highly recommend it. Go to honestly, if you want to see a good one for Smosh, look up this dude Shane Top on Smosh. He's just I don't know. There's like
Oh
three
yeah,
of them that
I
are.
remember that dude.
Oh, he's hilarious. He's one of the funniest people alive. I'm not even kidding. I had no idea. And the funny thing is, he makes fun of himself for being on Disney back in the day. He uses that. It's
Oh
great.
dude, yeah. I think one of the other dudes is from like Nickelodeon originally too.
I think they're all like tween stars from different
Strange.
shows. Yeah. But hey, you know what? They didn't end up on drugs or cracked out, so good for
Yeah.
them. I don't care what they're doing.
We sit in Selena Gomez. Oh,
Oh, poor Selena. Miley Cyrus is just now starting to be okay, I think. And we don't talk
Are we
about
gonna
Amanda
talk about-
Bynes.
oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say Demi
Oh no!
Lovato.
Oh no! Oh no, Amanda!
Oh
Bring
man,
in the
it's so.
Amanda's a mess.
Bring in the
Whoa.
dancing lobsters!
Oh, that was really strange. You guys hear how everything just beeped out all of a sudden? Oh wow.
Yeah, right. We got to beep that out. Nick.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah.
Branding.
Branding.
Yeah,
Branding.
we need a soundbite of that.
We have it.
Branding.
Branding.
Your best branding one.
People don't have branding. At least the botch is consistent in that we have no respect. Or we have all. Actually, I think I like to make the notion that we have the ultimate respect.
Yeah,
Actually,
for
this
our fans.
loops all the way back around to being more disrespectful again.
Oh, that's Celso's in the chat. Celso's in the chat.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Chris, there was no help for that child. Or no
Did you see the Did you see the picture he posted?
That's
Yeah.
quick.
I love it.
I love him.
Ah, Celso, well done, buddy. Oh, I love it. I love it.
We got a bird. Bird.
That is so good. That's my 12-year-old nephew, everybody. See you in hell. All right.
Scarlet Witch. You took everything from me. The new logo. I don't even know who you are. It's so. It's perfect. Also.
Yes. Oh, we're gonna become a meme just for like starting so much shit. That's what we're gonna be known for. They used to make content, now they make enemies. Their story now on YouTube.
I'm okay with making enemies with people I don't like.
I stopped myself.
Branding.
Branding.
Actually, yeah, Dyer, that may have to go up on the Facebook. That meme right there.
I'll put it up.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
it really is.
What are your opinion
So,
of the logo?
send that to me as a text. Who are you talking to?
Sloth, Gazelle. I'm trying to see who else is in here. Jill. What are
Oh
all
yeah,
your
I'll
opinions of
send
the
it to
logos?
you.
I like birds.
Love it.
Amazing. I like it too. Branding.
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 That became a thing.
That became a thing real quick.
Oh, that's so good.
You replace the clamps.
The clamps with the branding. No, the branding is part of the clamps.
That's true. That'll be the next shirt.
It's just gonna be clamps on people's.
Yeah.
That's what it'll be.
Clamps on people's. Yeah.
You don't even need to say more.
I'd buy a shirt like that.
That was the most shameless shit I have ever heard in my life. We spent an hour and a half talking about integrity and morality and Patreon and shit, and you're just look at the logo. I'd buy that on a shirt. You just pissed it all
I'd
away.
buy that.
Yeah, I can cut it. Oh my goodness.
Nick's like, yeah, I'd fuck it.
It keeps getting lower, Lenny. The bar
Oh my
keeps
God.
dropping. Every day the bar keeps dropping, Lenny.
Actually, Nick, you know what came up on my Snapchat recently? I was going through all my like saved videos.
Oh, okay, I know what it's gonna be.
It was that one time we were sitting waiting for Dyer because he was feeding his kids because he somehow thought that would shut them up. You figured he'd learn by now. Anyways,
Spoiler alert, didn't.
You're sitting there, you're like, this is what we get, we're waiting for fucking Dyer. You're just on, I think it was like either Tinder or Bumble, just swiping nonstop. You're like, I don't fucking care, I don't fucking care.
That sounds like me. Like, I don't remember that happening, but it probably did happen.
It sounds very likely.
I go on Zoom now with all my my undergrad friends, and I'm able to plug my phone into a USB connection in order to like show my phone on as a webcam. And what we do is I just swipe right on everyone, and it's a game now. For an entire like 10 people Zoom. It's terrible. I'm a terrible person.
Yeah, but you're one of us. So
Oh,
it's
no.
alright.
Oh.
You're in the same company.
So,
So,
any final words on branding, Lenny? And why branding is important?
Branding.
yeah. how was
Someone
that?
please post the new logo in chat.
Oh, I thought I did. Sorry, I think I put that in.
Yeah.
No, I just found it. Never mind.
That's alright. I'll put it in the regular one too.
And
Of
can
the
we
big
say that
cracker.
we may or may not have different?
Listen,
Dipshit, I already talked about that. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't hear you say nothing. Why is there a
Lenny-
Pop-Tart?
that's a
What?
blue waffle, Lenny.
That is not a pop tart.
You don't understand.
I don't get this one.
Dyer, you know what? No, hang on. I want to hear his reaction. Google it right now.
Oh God, wait. No, I do remember.
That
No. We're down this
Chris
rabbit
and
hole.
only Chris. No one else.
Google it.
I know this trick. No, you did it with me before once.
I know, and it worked. Do it again. Dance,
Fine,
monkey,
hold on.
dance.
I'll
It's
do it.
Branding.
content. Shut the fuck up.
Branding. Branding is content. Branding.
Just keep this going for a couple more minutes, please.
Oh no.
Branding.
As Nick said to the squid.
Make sure you search
Yeah.
images.
Yeah, I did, Jess. I did.
Oh, immediate regret. Why did I do it again?
Keep scrolling.
No. I'm still scrolling. Somebody help and stop me. Oh my God. Celso, do not Google this. Do not Google this.
No. Yeah, don't do that.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, it backfired. It backfired.
Word was pop tart.
Do not, dude. I'm telling you. No, nothing.
Oh.
Nothing. Move on.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hold on. I'm going up there.
He's literally running upstairs to go tell him not to do it.
Didn't say fucking out.
Uninstall Google right now.
Do not Google that. You will immediately. It's bad. Do not Google it.
Oh,
Man, we should.
Oh no. That poor
Oh
kid.
no.
All of his innocence would be gone in a blink of an eye.
Oh no.
The blink of something.
Oh no, Chris, is he okay? Is he
So I'm
alive?
gonna guess
I
what
caught
it
him.
is.
Yeah, I caught it. He'll listen. No, he'll
I just
listen. We're good.
imagine like the opening of The Ring, where you go up and Sheldon's face is all distorted, like. "Ah!"
Oh. Okay. All right.
gross
Let's move on. Let's move on from this topic, please.
Oh, I'm so glad you googled that.
Yes. Keep repeating that. Thanks, buddy. That's good.
welcome.
God. Oh no. Is there another one?
Did he make a My Little Pony botch pit logo?
Oh, I found it.
I found my
Googling
little...
something else completely different.
I don't want to know what you were Googling anymore. This whole night has been a horror of Google.
Been a horror of other things too.
Hey, Lemon, you mind if I go in the office and Google myself? How else would you do it?
Oh, that's a first. I don't think we made a 30 Rock reference in forever.
There you go.
There you go.
I gotta make that more of a constant thing. 30
No,
Rock
it's
is
Sunny.
amazing.
It is amazing, but no, it's gonna be Sunny Goodmans. There's no.
Well, Sonny's not going anywhere. I'm saying we gotta add to the plate.
No.
Oh God, are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. All right.
Ah,
D, you bird.
You stupid bird.
God, she would. Hey, you know what's funny though?
Branding.
Yes, I love it.
That's a
so
download.
good. Yeah, right.
Branding.
You know what the best thing is? I can't wait for Jura to like see all these messages out of context in bot talk, and he's just gonna be like, "What in the fuck happened?"
He's gonna be like, I'm not taking time
Sandwich
away from my
crackers.
son, who is intelligent, to speak to you, who is stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
I really wish he was here to talk about how he fought a bird, because I really enjoyed that story. He fought
It's
a
a good story.
Seahawk off in his hands. like that's badass. It's like I was trying to save the bird, but it was a dick. Just kind of like fighting off a bird.
The best part is he told us that story in person, and I thought we were all going to pass.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a crazy
man.
weekend. That was a good time though.
Oh, it was a great time. I can't wait to do that again.
Yeah.
That was an amazing trip down to Florida. Huh?
We're all about branding here in the Botch Pit. It's all about branding.
That's
It's all
ethics.
about recognition.
And
All about
morals
branding.
and standards.
We have a color palette. The color palette is black, white, red, and now navy.
All the primary colors.
Yes, all the colors that matter are in the Botch Pit logo.
Except chartreuse.
Chartreuse. Those are button eyes.
What?
What?
Alright, guys. I don't know about you, but I haven't eaten. And
Yes.
I need food.
And I need
Yes.
sleep.
I'm gonna put in the pizza rolls because I can't go to Double G's because it's a pandemic, but I could because I'm immune.
And they're
See,
still
there's
open for takeout.
See that there are
Yeah,
so many
no, they're closed
quandaries.
by now.
Oh, there are so many quandaries when you have genes like this. I put on the mask.
Nick walks into the
Nobody
room.
cared till I put on the mask.
Nobody cared with my superior genes.
They're denim.
All right. Any final words, Lenny? You give the final word on branding. The king of branding, Lenny.
Long live the king.
Brand master. That's his term. Lenny is the brand master.
Oh god. No, I mean, we hope you guys like it. I wish I could say it was a grueling process. For us, it really wasn't. Michelle killed it first time around. So it speaks volumes about her. But we hope you guys like it. Don't worry, we are still degenerates. We will still put out the same. I don't want to say subpar, but you know.
It depends on which content it is.
No, we're gonna be, still doing the same shit. It's still us. It's no big. It's just I really fucking hated that logo, and I know Nick did too. So I like the new look. Yeah, that's all I got. Clearly, tonight's theme was branding and how important it is.
Branding.
Brandmaster.
Apparently, I've got a new title now, so I got that going for me too.
Oh,
yeah.
you finally got one. That's perfect.
No, I
You
mean,
need.
technically, I have two now.
It's the brand master.
What was the first one?
Brandmaster.
I had the easiest job in the world. It was quality control.
No. Now you have an actual title. He's
Yeah,
the queen bitch. I'm the librarian. Now you're the brand master.
All right.
I love it.
fine.
See
You
it at
have
the
an
beginning of
identity
every
now.
video.
Wait, what was that? What was I in the
Brandmaster.
chat? Yeah, right. Yeah, whatever. So.
I said, now you have an identity.
You have a title now.
Oh, I matter. But yeah, no, thank you guys for coming out. It was really cool to kind of hang out with you guys again. Especially everyone's dealing with all this shit. So hope you guys are staying safe, staying sane. Well, relatively sane. Lord knows we don't have any of that. So. Oh, that was my title in the chat, you fucking asshole, Dyer. That was
What? Wait, what?
absolutely you.
What? No, what?
In one of the chats, the messenger chats.
What are you talking about? Hold on. What are you talking about?
You're the totalitarian now.
No, I'm the the Totalitarian librarian.
Yeah, that chat. I know what my fucking nickname is, you fucking dick.
That wasn't me.
Oh, it so fucking was you.
Dude, you know me better. I would cop to it in a second.
It totally
Wait,
fucking was you.
Wait, did you really not know what your nickname was in that chat?
I really didn't.
Hey, everybody, just so you're aware.
Watch this. Watch this.
in one of
This is the power play. Lenny, I didn't know either.
You know what, Nick? Thank you. I knew you had my back.
Lenny,
Yeah,
I
stab
always
it.
have your back.
Oh my god.
And this is how we play the sides. And now
This is how Nick doesn't get hit. Oh, Dyer, that's horrifying.
I know.
Anyways, guys, thank you again for hanging out. We always really appreciate getting to talk to you guys, so because you guys are the reason why we do this. Well, I'm sure there's a reason why Dyer does it. I'm sure Nick does it to stroke his ego.
Yep.
Anyways.
No, I love you all. I love you all.
He really does.
The only thing he has
Everything we
left
do
to
is for you
stroke.
guys.
After the micro tear.
After the micro tear. No, I don't have the micro tear. Let's just lay that to rest right now. I did not have the micro tear. My friend did.
Yeah, Nick's already built up way too much strength with that thing.
My immunity is great.
That thing is now, it's the skin on the outside is the equivalent of Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers skin. It's just one big rock hard chunk.
It
of
can play
epidermis.
bass the same way too.
Oh, slap! It slaps.
It
Get it?
slaps.
Slap bass. Yeah.
Oh no.
Boom, boom,
That's an
boom,
image I
boom, boom,
don't
boom,
want in my
boom,
head.
boom, 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 boom. It's like murder face. That's all I can think about. One take Willie. That's what he calls himself. He does it in one take. and just
Gaz.
he
Branding.
just he absolutely just fucks it up, murder face. And then Squizgar has to go back and re-record it.
I can't say it.
Awesome.
But yeah, guys, thank you again for hanging out. This is a lot of fun. Yeah, and we hope you guys like it. Like we said, we still have some stuff in the works that we can't talk about.
A lot of stuff. Like a lot.
Woo! Bye.
Nick,
I
Nick
cut
loves
that.
it.
I had to cut it. Bye.
You coward.
Bye.
All right, guys, but
Bye.
seriously, stay safe, have fun, try to stay sane, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Have a good
Thanks,
night,
everybody.
everyone.